beats.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, today's video, we're going to be talking about the PBC card this Saturday live on Fox. And last night, I went over JERMELL CHARLO versus Matt Korobov. So today, I'm going to be highlighting the fight with JERMELL CHARLO versus Tony Harrison, okay? And personally, I think this fight right here might steal the show, man. I think this is going to be a badass fight right here. You got two dudes that got substantiating power. You got a dude like JERMELL CHARLO, who's pretty much got a lot of momentum behind him, got a lot of good wins over dudes like Austin Trout, Erickson Lubin, Charles Hatley, John Jackson. And then you got a dude like Tony Harrison, who's got substantiating power, man. The dude is a friggin' good-ass fighter, man. A lot of people like to knock him, trying to call him a bum right now. He's got a couple of knockouts on his resume, but one of those knockouts is against Jarrett Hurd, one against Willie Nelson. And even with those knockouts, man, like, dude, the dude was doing a great job in those fights, man. He was actually winning those fights until he ended up getting his ass knocked out. And it's more of going into those later rounds where his stamina and his endurance start dropping off, and them dudes are still friggin' coming at him. And even in both of those fights, the dudes were applying pressure. And when you would see what he would get hit with, dude, the dude got friggin' effed up. When Willie Nelson hit his ass, that fool hit him with like a hook to the temple and just kept pressuring his ass, hit him with another right hook to the temple, and he was friggin' straight on Queer Street, man. He ain't know where the hell he was. And even Jarrett Hurd, he was actually winning that fight, but Jarrett Hurd, that fool is like friggin' Michael Myers, man. He don't friggin' stop, dog. He just friggin' stalk your ass, keep coming at your ass, and he friggin' hit him with that slip too. I think he slipped the straight, hit him with the two, vop, just straight dropped his ass, man. I'm like, damn, that's the friggin' business right there, man. But you got to give the dude Tony Harrison his props, dude. He's had a lot of good fights, and he has substantiating knockout power. He has the boxing ability, the ability to be able to box on the inside, the ability to box on the outside. So it can pose problems for a dude like JERMELL CHARLO, where it seems like he has problems with dudes that are able to really box, that really have that high-level boxing IQ. And Tony Harrison does have high-level boxing skills, man. But the only thing that it seems with Tony Harrison is when his ass is going into the later rounds and he's dealing with dudes that still pressure him with those power punches. And when you messing with a dude like JERMELL CHARLO is going to have knockout power all through the fight, man. He's not going to friggin' wear it down. The homie's got friggin' really good cardio. So he's going to have the ability to be able to knock you out from the first going all the way throughout the fight. Now, I had recently seen in BoxingScene.com about an interview about Tony Harrison, and it was pretty much interviewing Harrison on his endurance and his stamina issues that he's had, where he's dealing with power punches in those later rounds, and he just can't friggin' take the friggin' pressure, and he end up getting his ass friggin' knocked out. But in this interview, it states, Harrison says stamina issues are solved as CHARLO fight nears. Quote, now in this interview, it talks about Tony Harrison's pair of 9th round TKO losses to Willie Nelson and Jarrett Hurd were eerily similar, both resulting from brutal right hands to the jaw on each occasion. Super Bad went down only to rise on rubbery legs as the referee waved an end to the bout. Now, what goes on later into the article talking about Harrison has won 3 straight since losing to Hurd, comprised of unanimous decision over Paul Valenzuela in October 2017, a 5th round TKO over George Sosa in February 2018, and a 10-round split decision victory over former champion E. Smith in May. So it's good that he is able to get his confidence back, especially from that loss from Jarrett Hurd, being able to get some wins under his belt before facing a dude on the level of JERMELL CHARLO. Now, in the article, it also goes on. Harrison made a statement concerning his conditioning against Smith, against whom he scored a 3rd round knockdown by standing in his corner. His father and trainer, Ali Salam, told BoxingScene.com. Tony's conditioning was great against Smith, said Salam of the fight the Las Vegas-born Smith, who was making his 6th straight hometown appearance. Harrison stood up between rounds over the last 5 of the fight. Tony was boxing on his toes against Smith and finished the fight strong, so we're going in the right direction. It also goes on to state, but Harrison claims to have remedied his defensive, offensive, and stamina issues in pursuit of his fourth straight victory and second knockout during that time on December 22nd at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York on Fox. And it also goes on to state, I've learned to train at a rate where I peak right at fight time and not overdo it. I'm eating better. I'm not getting any younger. So the stuff that I was getting away with when I was younger is out the window. I'm just taking calculated steps to do everything right and to make sure that health-wise I'm at 100%, said Harrison, who, like the Charlos, is 28, during an interview with Jordan Hardy of the Premier Boxing Champions website. My uncle always that to stop somebody, I'm thinking that must be a typo right there, from throwing the right hand, you've got to throw a lot of left hooks. Charlo's a hell of a fighter. When you're fighting a guy with a good work rate and good talent and good power, you can't focus on just stopping one punch. You've got to fight a complete fight for all 12 rounds. Charlo can hurt you with a left hook just like a right hand, quote. Now, like he said, Charlo has very good power. He has substantiating power in both hands, in his left hand, in his right hand. So, man, it's really going to make for a really good fight to see how a dude like Tony Harrison is going to be able to face against his power, especially with claims of him being chinny, which I don't really see him being chinny. I think he's more chinny when he's tired and it starts getting into those later rounds. And then when a dude touches your ass and your ass end up getting rocked, if you don't have the stamina or the endurance to be able to push through that, then dude, you're going to be all left up right there, man. So it's going to be a very entertaining fight, and it's going to be really interesting to see how both of these styles clash with each other. But if I had to pick a winner, I would have to go with JERMELL CHARLO on this, man, just because I think he's very much on the uprise right now. He's got some really good momentum behind him. And dude, like I said, the homie Charlo has power to be able to stop him all the way from the early rounds going into those late rounds. So I do not see this going to a decision. If it does go to a decision, I won't be surprised. But I could really see Charlo stopping him from the 7th to the 10th round. Right in between those rounds, I could see Charlo stopping his ass, man. But I just know this is going to be a really good fight. And this could be a fight that could steal the show from the main event, all right? So hopefully you guys watch the fight, and we'll just have to see what's up, all right? So I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments on this fight, make sure to hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you up, okay? So I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.